So if you shop at thrift stores, you may already know this, but the economy is shifting, and it's shifting towards secondhand. Now, thrift stores are actually warning us of this impending disaster that we're about to see here in the United States. I want to break this down as well, because a lot of people don't go to thrift stores. Some people, it's just never a thing. I've been going to thrift stores since 2005, and I can tell you, even in the last financial crisis, even during the pandemic, major changes. And thrift stores is where things happen first. So I want to explain what's going on, what we're seeing at the thrift stores. I'm even going to tell you what one of my friends just said. And again, he works and manages a big thrift store. And what he sees is something that is very telling. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment. Before I do, all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So first off, a thrift store. This is Goodwill, Salvation Army, Value Village, Savers, right? The list goes on and on. There's so many different thrift stores, but they are growing. Look at this. I was reading this article just the other day. It says the resale market, including thrift stores, is growing 25 times faster than traditional retail. Well, why would thrift stores or the resale market be growing so much faster than traditional retail? It's simple. Consumers are strapped for cash. We don't have a lot of disposable income. Our credit cards are maxed out. That's the reason why. But I want to explain what's going on. When thrift stores are doing well and they're seeing more customers, it's usually because those customers don't have a lot of money. Customers are struggling. They're not shopping for all their back to school clothes at your Target and your JCPenney and your Macy's and all the higher end stores. They're going and trying to find used but quality secondhand items. This is also why yard sales do extremely well during tough times. Now, customers are shopping for bargains. We're bargain hunters. That's what we're doing. I addressed this just the other day as well, and I talked about this regarding food, that grocery outlet. In times like these, you're seeing increases to customers at grocery outlet. If you don't know what a grocery outlet is, grocery outlet sells food that is closer to its expiration date, which means you usually get a pretty good discount. That's what they are. They're almost like an outlet for groceries, right? Well, here's what you need to understand. When it comes to thrift stores, they sell tools, they sell shoes and clothing and furniture, they sell electronics, they sell household items. In some cases, they will sell food. But the reason I'm bringing this to your attention is because if you have not stepped into a thrift store, go and look. Go and see what's there. And it's not just what you see in the store, it's what's in the parking lot as well. Here's what I think is interesting. Now, I asked many people just recently if they shop in thrift stores, and most of them told me no. But let me ask you this. If you shop in a thrift store, just write in the comment section below, what is the thrift store you normally go to? And I say this and I ask you this question because many people don't realize how many thrift stores are actually out there. But I want to tell you this story. So a good friend of mine, he spends every single day in thrift stores. He is a reseller. Now, this is different from the friend of mine that actually manages a thrift store. But this friend, he sees something very unique. And I've said this before, especially when it came to things like McDonald's. But what is happening is the cars in the parking lot are much nicer. According to my friend, he says he sees a lot of Range Rovers, Denali's, even new trucks. Higher end cars is normally what's in the parking lot. He said he even sees in the donation line that when he's dropping off items, he sees that they're higher end vehicles. But why would somebody that drives a potentially $100,000 Range Rover be shopping at Goodwill? Because they know what's coming. They realize what is right around the corner, where people are going to be really strapped for cash. But here's what I think is very interesting. Okay, we are seeing so many stores go under. But as some stores stay open, they're selling items for 50% off. Just the other day, and I wrote a few things down. Just the other day, I went to a store. Back to school items were 50% off. Here where I'm at, school is going to be starting this week and next week. Others are running pre-Labor Day sales, 40% off. I walked by a Carter's Kids store just last week as well, and they had up to 90% off clearance items. 90% off. And no, these were not things like, swim shorts and stuff like that. Just regular shirts, pajamas, shoes, right? Shorts. That's what they were selling. 90% off. Yeah. This is turning into a bigger issue than we think. Now, I want to give you this crazy statistic. Retailers in 2024 plan on closing about 3,200 stores. And these are not just small stores. Some of these are Rite Aid and CVS. Some are Walgreens and Big Lots and Macy's. Big Lots is planning on closing 300 locations. Big Lots has a massive store, a big store. These stores are going to sit vacant. And if you think all their items are just going to go to the next Big Lots store, it's really not going to happen. They're going to start liquidating their inventory. Starts at 30%. We already see this around many stores. And then it goes up to 40, 50, 60, 70, usually 75, 90%. That's what we're going to see. Now, here's why this is a problem. This is why I want to bring this to your attention. Go to thrift stores. Okay? Go to secondhand stores and see what they're selling. See the clothes that they're selling. A lot of these are not the clothes you're going to find at Walmart and Target. A lot of the clothes you're going to see are going to be Nike, Adidas. You're going to see Under Armour quite a bit, Levi's, Wranglers. Okay? You're going to see name brands because that is what sells. But keep this in mind. The retail stores are struggling. And as more people figure out that they can buy the same items in almost the exact same condition for about 20 to 30% of that price, they're going to start going to thrift stores. I can find pretty much a new Nike shirt for $3.99 at a thrift store. And if you get it on a tag sale day where you get like a red tag and it's a red tag and you get 50% off, and you pay $2 for a shirt that normally is $20 to $30 at Nike, incredible deal. But again, I'm bringing this to your attention because thrift stores are now warning us of this impending disaster. We are about to see more retailers shut down, and people are going to start going to these secondhand stores. Okay? They're going to start thrifting. And I can tell you right now, I've seen this before. I've been through it multiple times. Okay? I go to thrift stores all the time. Okay? And one of the things I've noticed, I noticed back during the financial crisis of 2008, I saw this happen during the pandemic as well, where people were struggling. And what'd they do? They went to thrift stores. So again, if you see more people in a thrift store, that's usually a sign that the economy is actually in a very tough spot. So go to your next thrift store, your Goodwill, your Salvation Army, your Savers, Value Village, and let me know down in the comment section below. What do you see? Are there nice cars in the parking lot? People with Louis Vuitton, purses in the cashier line? What do you see? Let me know. Again, that's what we have for you guys today. I just thought this was very interesting because a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen. Well, I think thrift stores are going to be booming and retail stores will shut down. So, as soon as we get more information on this, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.